All right, let's dive into one of the most spectacular, most violent, and, believe it or not, most creative events in the entire universe. We're talking about what happens when the absolute fire of a dying star smashes into the deep freeze ice of a stellar nursery. It's this incredible cosmic clash that's both an ending and a beginning, and it connects directly to, well, us. So to really get this, you have to picture our two main players. On one side, you've got the supernova. This is just pure violence, the blazing hot death of a star, moving at insane speeds. And on the other side, the molecular cloud. Think of it as a quiet, cold, slow-drifting nursery where new stars are born. They are total cosmic opposites, and they're about to collide. So, what is a supernova, really? Well, imagine a giant star, way bigger than our sun, running out of fuel. Its core collapses and then rebounds in this shockwave of just unimaginable power. We're talking more energy in a split second than our sun will produce in its entire 10 billion year lifetime. And it's not just energy, it's blasting out all the heavy elements. You know, the building blocks of life like oxygen and iron, all across the galaxy. And then you have its polar opposite, the molecular cloud. This thing is a gentle giant. It's this enormous cloud, hundreds of light years wide, and it's hovering at just a few degrees above absolute zero. I mean, it's one of the coldest places in the universe. And in all that quiet cold, gravity is just patiently, slowly pulling together bits of gas and dust to build the next generation of stars. Okay, so you've got the unstoppable force meeting the, well, very stoppable object. What happens in that moment when the supernova's ferocious shockwave slams into one of these incredibly fragile cold clouds? This is where the real action begins. The whole thing happens in a sequence. First, that shockwave just explodes outward from the star's core. When it finally reaches the dense outer edge of the molecular cloud, it slams on the brakes. And that slowdown is absolutely critical. It causes the gas to get squeezed, really compressed, which heats it up instantly and totally deforms the shape of the entire cloud. And, this isn't just some theory we cooked up. We can actually see the aftermath. Our telescopes have captured these jaw-dropping images of supernova remnants, like one called IC443. And what you see are these beautiful, intricate patterns, these glowing, twisted arcs and bright knots of gas. They're like the visible scars of these epic cosmic collisions. But for all that beauty, make no mistake, the first contact is just overwhelmingly destructive. For that quiet, gentle molecular cloud, this collision is an absolute catastrophe. It's an event that threatens to completely unravel the entire stellar nursery. The sheer power is hard to wrap your head around. It heats that freezing cold gas to millions of degrees in an instant, completely vaporizing all the delicate molecules inside. It rips away the cloud's outer layers, it can stop any ongoing star formation dead in its tracks, and in some cases, it can literally shred the cloud to pieces, scattering it across space. So from this point of view, it looks like game over. The quiet nursery has been totally shattered. All its potential to create new stars, new planets, new worlds, it seems like it's been lost forever in this storm of cosmic violence. But that's not the whole story. And this is where it gets really amazing. In this profound cosmic paradox, this very act of destruction is also an unbelievable engine of creation. The chaos of the collision is the exact ingredient needed to spark brand new life. So here's how it works. While that shock wave is tearing some parts of the cloud apart, in other places, that immense pressure does the complete opposite. It squeezes pockets of gas together so tightly that they hit a tipping point, a critical density. And when that happens, they collapse under their own gravity and kickstart a massive, rapid burst of new star formation. And the creative power here is just astonishing. Not only does it trigger the birth of new stars, but the intense conditions forge complex molecules like water. It enriches the leftover dust with all those heavy elements from the supernova, and it even creates the precursors for organic compounds. It is literally seeding the future with the ingredients for life. And the scale of this it's just mind-boggling. We're not talking about one or two new stars popping into existence. No, we're talking about situations where, and I'm quoting here, entire clusters of stars are born from a single collision. An entire neighborhood of stars, all sparked into existence by one single violent event. So, why should we care? Why does this distant cosmic drama actually matter to us here on Earth? Well, it matters because this isn't just some random event. It's a fundamental piece of a grand cycle that connects everything in the cosmos, including us. Think of these collisions as the galaxy's essential recycling program. They are the engines of galactic evolution. They take all the valuable, heavy elements forged inside old, dead stars and mix them back into the cold, fresh gas of these molecular clouds. It's this cycle of death and rebirth that sustains star formation and keeps galaxies like our own Milky Way alive and evolving. And here it is, here's the most profound connection of all. Those very elements that were forged in a star and then scattered by one of these ancient, violent explosions, they're the same elements that make up our world and our bodies. Just listen to this. Every oxygen atom in Earth's oceans and every calcium atom in human bones originated from ancient supernova. We are literally made of stardust. So in the end, what we're left with is this beautiful duality. The incredible, raw violence of a supernova collision is the very same force that creates the breathtaking beauty of nebula, the brilliant light of newborn stars, and ultimately, the ingredients for life itself. Destruction and creation, locked together in a cosmic dance. So the next time you get a chance to look up at a clear night sky, just remember that this process is still happening out there, right now. Fire is meeting ice, and new stars are being born. And it just makes you wonder, doesn't it? What future worlds are being forged out of all that cosmic chaos tonight?